What you see here, this machine is what we call the grader. The grader is the one that does the sorting of the eggs. It determines the size, whether the egg is clean.
I'm so excited today with this incredible gentleman here. Gavin, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
he's going to be taking me for an incredible tour into the egg story to go through the whole entire process to see how actually the eggs are going to be put on the shelves before it gets to the shelves.
Yes.
All right, what are the processes involved? And it's massive, right? It's massive from what he just shared with me earlier. I'm so excited. So, brother, are you ready to bring me for a quick tour?
Yes, I am. Come, let's follow me.
Let's go, guys.
This way.
Let's go.
So these are the two lanes. Bring the eggs through. And these eggs will be graded here.
So guys, this is how the dirty eggs look like. That is just freshly, extracted or harvested from the farms. All right. So now what these eggs are doing is that it's going through a washing process, right? So it's really interesting. So you can see a lot of dirt, feathers, and this is where the washing is. Look at this. Beautiful, clean. So these are the clean-up eggs, and what is going to happen next that is going for the sortation process and of course going through another level of processing before it gets put on the shelves in the supermarkets. So actually what happens here?
Okay, so what you see here, this machine is what we call the grader. The grader is the one that does the sorting of the eggs. It determines the size, whether the egg is clean, whether the egg there's a hairline crack, or even there's dirt, or even the bit of whether there's blood. So from here, it will then go into this portion here where it will sort the eggs out. And it will separate the dirt eggs, the dirty eggs, and the clean eggs.
Alright, so what happens here after all the sorting process takes place?
Okay, what you see in front of us and behind us, these are the 12 lanes that we have. And these are all the lanes that where the eggs are being separated into the different sizes. So you have, example, trays of 30 eggs. And behind us, there are trays of 10 and 12 eggs.
So it's not only sizes, but also the type of the gradient, right?
Yes, that's right. The gradient of the eggs, the color of the eggs as well. So you can see the brown eggs are separated from the so-called white eggs. And essentially, these are the ones that will eventually go to either to the supermarkets, or some of these eggs will then be go to the processing where we will have our different product lines. Example, our hard-boiled eggs, our soft yolk eggs, as well as our tamago and hanjuku eggs.
So at this stage, are the eggs already pasteurized?
At this point, no, they are not pasteurized.
Okay.
They are all fresh out from the farmhouses. The pasteurization process will be done later, which I'll show it to you.
Alright.
Yeah. Come on, Mark.
Alright.
Okay, now I'm going to bring you to this special area of ours.
The signature piece of you guys, right?
Yes, in a way you could say that. Essentially, this is our processing side, where all our eggs get processed, where we do the pasteurization, we do our hard boil, our ramen eggs, as well as our tamagoyaki eggs. Yeah.
So what do I get to
Okay.
get myself ready for
Yeah.
that special room?
You have to don up first. You gotta put your hairnet. This idea is because we are processing food, actual food products, so we need to make sure that everything is covered properly.
All right. this special room?
Okay, this is where we pasteurize our eggs today. So what you see in front is the starting point of the pasteurization process. The eggs that came from the production site earlier on, what we do is we will stack them up and then we'll place them into the pasteurization machine and it runs it through. And then thereafter, when this is done, it will then move into its own separate packing area.
I see.
And then this will be the finished product is the one that you will be pushing out.
This is where you guys are producing the safe and clean eggs for all of us to enjoy.
That's right.
Right, so there's no bird flu or any potential
Salmonella.
infection.
No salmonella. Yeah, it kills salmonella. It kills any potential bird flu as well.
And I can actually feel the heat right now.
Yes.
And what is amazing is that this doesn't cause the egg to be cooked.
No, it doesn't. That's the special part of this pasteurization process. That once you put it into a certain temperature, but it doesn't cook the eggs.
And that is what makes this entire technology patented to you guys.
That's right.
Wow, amazing. All right.
Yeah.
Alright, so after all the packing process, then this is where the final step is.
Yes.
Okay, so this is where you guys are going to be putting it into these little beautiful bright yellow baskets.
Yes,
and
that's
what
right.
happens next?
Okay, so what you saw just now was where they were packed and stacked, and the machinery and robot arms will be the ones doing this stacking of these eggs trays into baskets like this, where you
So
see
it's
the
not
yellow ones.
human intervention.
No.
Awesome.
So as much as possible, we try and minimize the use of this laborious part by the humans, and we can redeploy them to do other more meaningful things. And then from here, what you see, these are all the trays, baskets are ready, stacked and ready to be pushed off to the drivers who will be collecting them on a daily basis, and they will be delivered to the supermarkets, mini marts, and respective F&B outlets as well.
So the ones that I see so far on the baskets are only the sizes of 10. Is there a reason why the 30s are placed separately and not in the baskets?
Okay, these baskets are designed for the 10 and 12 egg trays.
I see.
Yes, so for the 30 egg trays, as you see, there's a different robot arm that does the stacking and onto the pallets, and these are then shipped off or delivered in this manner by pallets on 30 egg trays. They don't use the baskets.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can you show me how does it look like when you guys are loading it into the truck?
Okay.
Whoa.
Sure, no
All right,
problem.
man. I'm interested in that. Okay. All right, so we are at your loading area. So what happens next?
Okay, so what you just saw just now was all the baskets and 30 egg trays on pallets. They've all been palletized.
Yep.
What happens is then our warehouse team will then move these loads out, and they are all set up and loaded according to the requirements of the each individual driver. And what happens is then the driver will take it and load it into his truck, and these will then be distributed or delivered to the supermarkets, mini-marts, and everything.
And on average, how many deliveries are you guys making on a day?
I would say maybe I go by and on average of invoice numbers and all that. We're looking at about 500.
Wow, that's
yeah.
insane.
Yes.
And do you guys usually do it throughout the whole day of deliveries, or is there a certain time, let's say it's the morning or the night time,
Yes.
to ensure that the freshness of the eggs gets to the consumers?
We usually do it once in the morning, and then usually if there's a need, we do a second round in the afternoon. So the guys will come back and reload, and then they will move it up
And
again.
that is how you all keep the freshness to make sure that all of us are getting great eggs, right?
That's right. Our trucks are all actually refrigerated. We have also the dual trucks where we have refrigerated and ambient temperature. So that helps us to keep our products fresh, and at the same time allows us to deliver chilled products as well as ambient temperature products.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's go into the truck.
Yeah.